Hopkins with iRace TV at Southern Illinois Raceway, here with last night's prelim winner, Josh Marcham. Josh, we had a rain delay yesterday. We came back today, run the feature. You started front row outside. The car was a rocket ship. You had to do some work, though. Tell us a little bit about that feature run.
Well, at this track, the bottom feels like it's so slow compared to the top, but really, all you got to do is just kind of roll it a little bit and go. At first, I didn't really know where to put the car because I was either getting freight trained on the top or I was getting just getting really loose on the bottom. And so after a couple of yellows, I realized that the bottom was going to be the way to go, and I just pretty much stuck there the rest of the race.
Now, you rolled around the track a while, running third, running fourth, you passed a few cars, had a lot of cautions. It was a lot of back and forth type of stuff. What did it take for you to finally get past that leader of AJ Hopkins?
Just staying on the bottom. The bottom was way more consistent than the top. You had to put a lot of work into it to run the same lap times on the top. That and I started getting beside him faster and faster, and then a lap car kind of got in his way, and that was the same time I kind of messed up on the turn. But I thought he was on me the whole race, and then because I could hear him on the top while I was on the bottom, and it's just really closer on the finish. Right.
Now, this year, you haven't been racing very much this year. I mean, you've raced maybe 4 or 5 times that I can think of. And just here of recently, you've ran maybe 2 times out of the past month. How big of a confidence booster is that to win the prelim, lock yourself into the night's 5,000 to win race, and be able to sit back and kind of relax a little bit?
It feels great, man. I didn't know how I was going to do whenever I first started getting to the car again. And then after the heat race and the qualifier, I knew we had a pretty good car, and so I just had to drive it in the feature.
Awesome. Now, who are some of the sponsors that help you out on this thing?
I got already Marcham Energy, Pinnacle Energy, Simpson, Metal Supermarkets, A&A Cycle, Metric Cycles, and pretty sure that's it. I got Best Western, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's always tough to remember all the sponsors and all the people that always help you out. But tonight's prelim feature winner, Josh Marcham, locked into the A feature. iRace TV with tonight's runner-up in the prelim feature, AJ Hopkins. AJ, the car looked like it was on a rail. It looked like you had just set sail and took off and left them. A couple of cautions came into play. What was going through your mind with all those cautions?
I mean, for the most part, it kind of helped us until track took rubber on the bottom, I guess, and I just thought we could keep the momentum up and just keep, railing the top, and the car was good. I mean, competition suspension hooks us up with some good shocks and good Ceros power and concept chassis. I mean, it was on a rail, like you said, so just, I mean, that last caution kind of hurt us and got a lap car in the way, but, for the most part, we were good.
Right, let's go ahead and talk about the beginning of the race. You had to come from quite a ways back to get to the front, but right off the get-go, I mean, you put the car up top, started running the cushion, and the car worked really great. Tell us, what was your mindset going into the race? Did you know you were going to have to run the top, or were you able to go where you needed to go?
I think for the first couple laps, we were just going to try to, work the middle and wherever the moisture was. It's pretty far up top to get around there, so basically just run the middle and got past Andrews, and then once that went away, we just went back to the top, and it was pretty good.
Right. Now, that last caution that came out lined you guys back up. You pulled the eventual winner, Josh Marcham. You ended up pulling him, but like you said, you had a lap car get in your way. That came into play and kind of left him wide open. Looking back at that now, do you think there's anything that you could have done to save yourself and come out with the win? Are you replaying that in your mind for tonight's feature as far as, if I see a lapper, do I need to just bump him out of my way? What do you need to do to accomplish a win here tonight?
I mean, definitely if it took rubber on the bottom, I should have gone down there, but I thought maybe he would have slid up and I could have, snuck under him down the straightaway and not have to slide him as big as I did, and that just killed our momentum and just got Marcham out just far enough to, I wasn't able to catch him, so.
Still locked into tonight's feature. You still have a shot at the big money. Who are some of those people that helped you get out here this weekend?
Like I said, Scott, can't thank him enough. Scott Van Hoy, he owns this car. you know, he just wants to race, and we got eight races on schedule, and just this was the one that was started to get here for the, you know, Terry Sprague Memorial, and can't thank everybody enough. You know, all the fans that came out. Track crew's been phenomenal. Like I said, Concept Chassis, CSI shocks, Saros race engines, G race fuel, and Simpson race products. Couldn't do it without them.
Awesome. That's tonight's runner-up, AJ Hopkins, looking for a feature win come 5K time. Good luck to you, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
iRace TV with tonight's third-place finisher, rounding out the podium from Mustang, Oklahoma, Steven Shabester. Steven, tell us a little bit about that feature. You seemed to roll the bottom pretty good. Did the car get better as the race went on, or were you just holding on for what you had?
We set up for a little tackier track, so it was pretty loose at the beginning of the race, and at the end it started taking a little bit of rubber coming off of 2, and it started getting a little bit faster.
Now, we know that everybody always wants to win a prelim race or, you know, going for the money. Walking into the feature, how much of a reliever is that, knowing that you have plenty of time to do whatever you need to do to the car and just relax before tonight's main show?
It takes a little stress off of us, but still got to stay concentrated and worry about what you got coming, and you know, look forward to racing with everybody and stay concentrated. And I don't know.
So we're ready. We're now, looks like your dad, he's grooving tires. We're setting the car up for the dash. What's it going to take to win here? I mean, are you going to have a car that's going to be consistent around the bottom, consistent around the top, or are you looking for something more mediocre where you can kind of drive and dive wherever you need to?
Well, I don't know about starting up front. Starting up front's going to make it a little bit easier, but I'm still going to have to change lines every once in a while. But hopefully the line we've been running throughout the night will stay there and be there for the A-main all day.
Awesome. That's Steven Shabester, tonight's third-place winner in the prelim feature. Steven, good luck tonight in the A feature, buddy.